When we sat down with dozens of veterinarians to ask a simple, direct question, we weren't prepared for the weight of their answers. We asked them, what is the single most common mistake cat parents make? At first, the responses were what you'd expect, standard advice on nutrition and safety. But then the conversation took a sharp, unexpected turn. One specific answer began to surface again and again. It was described as a quiet, common, and incredibly dangerous habit that most pet parents have no idea they are even committing. But before we reveal that heavy truth, we need to peel back the layers of our daily routines. To understand the big one, we have to look at the subtle errors in judgment we make every day, starting with a behavior that many dismiss as a mere matter of vanity. Number 1. We often think of grooming as a luxury or a cosmetic choice, but in the feline world, skipping the brush is a silent gateway to physical and emotional decline. You might not expect brushing to be the cornerstone of health, especially for short-haired cats who seem perfectly capable of licking themselves clean. However, regular brushing is a vital medical intervention. For long-haired breeds, it is an absolute necessity because those elegant coats are prone to mats and tangles that do far more than just look messy. These tangles act as traps for dirt, moisture, and bacteria, leading to hidden skin irritations that quickly escalate into full-blown infections. But beyond the physical surface, there is a psychological contract being broken when we put away the brush. In the complex social structure of cats, grooming, or allogrooming, is the ultimate language of bonding. It is a moment of profound connection that mimics the way cats care for one another in a colony. When we skip this ritual, we aren't just letting their fur get messy, we are missing a critical emotional opportunity. We all need attention and affection from those we love, and cats are no different. There are heartbreaking studies showing that lonely humans die younger because of the literal impact that mental isolation has on physical longevity. Vets see this same pattern in cats. When that connection is lost, medical issues tend to develop quietly in the shadows of emotional neglect. Number 2. This invisible friction in a cat's life doesn't stop at their skin. It extends directly into how they interact with their environment, particularly when it comes to the simple act of eating. Vets have strong opinions on what your cat eats, but they are increasingly concerned with how they eat. Specifically, they point to the subtle trauma caused by food bowls that are too deep. To us, a bowl is just a bowl, but to a creature with highly specialized sensory equipment, a deep dish is a minefield. Your cat's whiskers are not just hair, they are sophisticated motion sensors packed with nerve endings. When a bowl is too deep, those sensitive whiskers are constantly pressed and crushed against the sides just so the cat can reach their food. This triggers whisker fatigue, a state of sensory overload that makes mealtime stressful or even painful. Imagine if something dug into your face every single time you tried to take a bite of dinner. It's no wonder that some cats eventually stop eating or only nibble at the surface, leading many owners to misdiagnose their pets as picky eaters. While cats are notoriously fussy, often the problem isn't the recipe, it's the hardware. Switching to a shallow, wide bowl or a flat plate is a tiny gesture, but in the eyes of a vet, it's a massive upgrade in quality of life. Dinner should be a moment of joy, not a tactical struggle against pain. And while we're on the subject of what enters their system, we have to talk about the invisible world of sense that surrounds them. Number 3. If you've ever wondered how cats stay so attuned to their surroundings without speaking a word, the answer lies in a sense of smell that is practically a superpower. To a cat, the world is a vivid map of odors. The scent of freshly cut grass isn't just a smell to them. It's 1,000 times more intense and textured than anything we can perceive. But this power comes with a dark side. A foul or overwhelming odor isn't just unpleasant, it's unbearable. Vets are seeing a massive rise in distress caused by the scented products we use to make our homes smell clean. What we find pleasant, like a scented candle or a floral shampoo, can be a sensory assault to a cat. Strong detergents, air fresheners, and especially scented litters can be so distressing that some cats will avoid their litter box entirely, choosing to go on the floor rather than endure the migraine-like intensity of the perfume. Even more alarming is the trend of using essential oils. While a parent might have well-intentioned plans to freshen the air with tea tree or eucalyptus, these substances are often toxic to felines. Vets have reported tragic cases of tremors and liver failure caused by nothing more than a plug-in diffuser. In the battle between a fresh-smelling house and a healthy cat, the experts are unanimous. Unscented is always the superior choice. Number 4. This balance of health and habit brings us to the way we manage their energy, specifically through the habit of free feeding. We all want to spoil our cats. It's a natural impulse to show love through treats and an overflowing bowl. However, obesity has become a quiet epidemic in the feline community. While we humans can look in the mirror and decide to cut back, cats lack that self-awareness. They rely on us to be their calorie counters. Many owners are aware that too many treats are bad, but few realize that leaving a full bowl of food out all day, allowing the cat to graze, can be just as damaging. This graze-and-go lifestyle is incredibly common for busy people, and while some cats can self-regulate, many others operate on what we call the seafood diet. If they see it, they eat it. Without scheduled meals, indoor cats, who already burn fewer calories than their outdoor ancestors, quickly slip from pudgy into a high-risk category for diabetes and joint problems. Vets suggest that the difference between a healthy weight and a medical crisis isn't always easy to spot under all that fur, which is why measured portions and regular weigh-ins are the only way to ensure their longevity. All of these mistakes, the grooming, the bowls, the scents, and the overfeeding, lead us toward the most chilling realization of all, the number one mistake that vets see every single day. It isn't a mistake born out of neglect. Ironically, it's born out of love. It is the habit of waiting too long to seek professional help. We tell ourselves we're being cautious. We don't want to stress the cat with a carrier ride. We think, maybe she just ate something weird. I'll wait and see if she's better tomorrow. But in the medical world of cats, waiting and seeing is often a death sentence. Number 5. The fundamental problem is that cats are biological masters of disguise. They hide their pain with a stoic dignity that is both impressive and heartbreaking. By the time a cat actually shows you they are suffering, by the time they stop hiding or acting off, the window for early intervention has usually slammed shut. They've already spent days or weeks suffering in silence, waiting until the pain became too much to mask. If you're committed to being the voice your cat doesn't have, hit that like button so we can spread this awareness to every pet parent who needs to hear it. Vets share stories that haunt them. A cat brought in for simply being a little quieter than usual, with no obvious symptoms, only to find the animal is in the final stages of kidney failure. If that owner had waited just 48 hours more, there would have been no hope. It can feel awkward to bother your vet for something that might turn out to be nothing, but the professional consensus is clear. A proactive pet parent is infinitely better than a reactive one. They would much rather tell you your cat is fine than have to deliver the news that it's too late. The look of heartbreak on a parent's face when they say, "I wish I'd brought them in sooner," is the shadow that hangs over every veterinary clinic. Your vet's job is to protect these animals, and they never view a concerned parent as a waste of time. Even if it's a false alarm, you've contributed a moment of relief to a job that is often emotionally taxing. So, if something feels even slightly off, trust that intuition. The cost of a visit is a small price to pay to avoid the lifelong cost of regret. Of course, not every strange look from your cat is a medical emergency. Sometimes they're just being cats, distant, independent, and perhaps a little offended that you tried to hug them. But understanding the difference between a mood and a medical shift is what separates a good owner from a great one. Ultimately, being a great cat parent isn't about perfection, it's about presence. It's about realizing that while we have our careers, our friends, and our busy lives, they only have us. To them, we aren't just providers, we are their entire world, their security detail, and their only bridge to a healthy life.